Hey everyone, it's Mike with the Expert Suck Sports Betting Podcast, and I am back to do another DraftKings DFS lineup tonight in the PGA Tour. As you can see here, $5 entry, single entry contest for this week's PGA Butterfield Bermuda Championship at Port Royal Golf Club in Bermuda. So let's go ahead and check out the payout structure here, like we typically do. First place gets $600, down to 300th place gets $10, doubling their money. And then this is 6 golfers, no captain mode, so all the golfers earn the same amount of points. Let's look at the pay or the rules on how the golfers score in this. Double eagle or better, 13 points, eagle 8 points, birdie 3 points, par a half a point, bogey minus half a point, double bogey minus a point, worse than double bogey minus a point. You do get streaks and bonuses for 3 birdies or better, bogey free round, and then where you finish in the tournament position, get bonus points as well. So this is going to cover all 4 days of the tournament, starting with tomorrow's opening round, Thursday. So let's get into the golfers. $50,000 salary cap, you can see down at the bottom right-hand corner, $8,333 per golfer. So this is a short course as far as distance goes. I believe it's just over 6,800 yards. So the big bombing hitters don't have as big an advantage as they usually do. It's going to come down to accuracy off the tee, accuracy, second shot, greens in regulation, and then, of course, putting. So there's a couple guys doing my research that typically, and they may be some good variants for this tournament, but they typically play very well historically in Bermuda. If you listened to the podcast last night, you would know who these 2 guys are, but it's going to be Vince Whaley and, let me put him in right here, Justin Lauer. And right now, Justin Lauer is actually playing in pretty good form. T3 in Utah, T31 at the Worldwide Technology last week, and absolutely loved this course. The last 4 times at this course, he has gone 5th, 8th, 20th, and 17th. The other guy I'm talking about, so needless to say, I'm going to put Justin Lauer right into the lineup. The other guy, as I mentioned, is Vince Whaley, who also is in pretty decent form this fall. He does have a tie 3 at the Sandersons, and then a T60, T37, T17 last week. And another guy that absolutely does well here. He's in his history, he's been T5, T8, T7 in his last 3 starts at Port Royal. So going to go ahead with both Lauer and Whaley in here. Another guy that's playing very well that we can probably fit into the salary. What does that give us right now? $8,400 is kind of a older name. For those of you that follow golf, Matt Kuchar. Check out his fall so far, starting with the Procore T13, T18, T11. And this is, again, like I said, not a course that you have to bomb, but a course that you can take advantage of being a very good shot maker, which Kuchar is. So 8,600, I'm going to put him in. That leaves us at 83.67. This is going to end up being more of a, so there's 2 strategies with golf DFS. You can go stars and scrub, which is like 2 or 3 guys at the very top of the salary range. You can see here like Hoey, Yu, and Olesen. And then like 3 guys that are at the very bottom, which would be names like these guys. So we're not taking that approach this week. We're going to put in 6 guys that are more middle, but they do earn a lot of fantasy points per outing. Next guy I'm looking at 7,400, which is well below our salary range, is this player right here, Hayden Springer. He had a cut last week, but T20. Also another guy that has a decent history at this course. So I'm really counting on guys that have course knowledge and have played well here before. Another guy, recent form and that plays well here is going to be a little bit higher end, but we do like the way he's playing, and that's Matty Schmidt, T8 last week, T46, T14 in the fall. Also has pretty good form at this particular course. So let's do that again, because we want to put Matty Schmidt in our lineup. Okay, so that's 5 of our 6 golfers, and we have 8,300 left. So who does that leave us? Another thing you can sort by that does help is top 10s, because this tells you 2 things. One, if they're getting top 10s, they are also making cuts. And 2, kind of gives you an idea if they do finish higher finishing positions. We do have some Sami Välimäki here at 8,200, which is under the salary cap. Has 5 top 10s and 18 cuts. Let's see. He was T2 last week. T71 cut, T2, T8. T34. He's kind of an all or nothing guy, but is an interesting player. Let's do this. Let's go back to fantasy points per golfer. Yeah, Sami Välimäki is up there quite high. He's a pretty good value here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a flyer. I don't know how much variance that gives us with Välimäki since he's been pretty popular lately. I think our variance comes from Springer, Lauer, and Whaley, because if you look at the odds to win boards on like DraftKings or something like that, both Whaley and Lauer are pretty far down the board. Like Whaley's a plus 650 to even finish in the top 5. So they're down pretty far. I do like the variance. I do like the course history with a lot of these guys. So I'm going to go ahead with this lineup. I'm going to save it, enter it, and see if we can't get into that money line. Just a reminder, tournament starts tomorrow. So make sure you get your lineups and your picks in. And let's enjoy some PGA in the fall here. This is something nice to watch. So good luck, everyone, and I will talk to you later.